Welcome everyone, I'm MJVariant, aka MJ Rising Star, as you can see from my new Spider-Man card, and I am going to be playing some Edge of Eternities draft tonight, specifically Premier Draft, and I hope that you enjoy this type of content. I really do love Limited. It's my favorite format just because of the challenge that it brings to build your own deck and compete against everyone else on kind of an even playing field. But yeah, if you haven't already, please go ahead, like and subscribe. Check out my links in the description to find my link tree. If you're watching this on YouTube as a recording, I do try to live stream this on Twitch as well, so follow me there. And I make a lot of content. I'm most active on Instagram under MJVariant, but you can really find me on all platforms as MJVariant. But yeah, we're going to get started here. And yeah, last time I drafted Rakdos, it did not go so well. So we're hoping for some better synergies here tonight. All right, we have opened up an Emissary Escort. 0/4 gets +X/+O, where X is the greatest mana value among artifacts you control. Kind of weird for that to be a rare. I guess it can scale up pretty well. Dawn Strike Vanguard. You control 2 more tap creatures, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. +1/+1 counter strategies do seem to be fun. Counter spell. Lash Wet Predator. Cost 2 less to cast if your opponents control 3 or more creatures, so it could be for 4. Then we've got Haliya, which seems fun as well. We'll go ahead and take Haliya. We'll kind of lean into the +1/+1 strategy. I do want to play that. Transfer 3 target creature cards, mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Put a +1/+1 counter on each of them. So you can get 3 1-drops, 3-drop, a 2-drop, and a 1-drop. Larval Scoutlander. When energy may sacrifice a land or lander, search your library for... Oh, I do like this. Kind of ramps you and color fixes as well. It's counters on, and here's +1/+1 counter strategy. I think Scout is fine. Said it can get 1 3-drop or some smaller things. We'll wait on that. And we'll go ahead and get this mana fixer. Here's a nice little board wipe in red. 2 damage to each creature. Pinnacle Starcage locks down exiles all artifacts and creatures mana value 2 or less until it leaves the battlefield. That's pretty good. I do like Seed Ship Impact, but I think we're probably going to take this Pinnacle Starcage just to kind of really slow down. Another +1/+1 matters. Biosynthetic Burst. Put a +1/+1 counter target creature gains reach, trample, and indestructible. Yeah, untap it. That's a good combat trick. Or just protection spell for your creature. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're not going to get this Seed Ship Impact. I do think that artifact and enchantment removal is big in this set with so many spaceships and things. At the very least, you can hit like a lander token. But we're going to go ahead and take Pinnacle Starcage. Also like the ship there at the bottom. This creature enters, create a 1/1 white human suit creature token. Sack this creature, search your library for an equipment card, put it on the battlefield. So it's just like a Resolute Reinforcements, but doesn't have flash. I do like this. When a creature with a +1/+1 counter, creature you control with +1/+1 counter on it dies, draw a card. I actually just built a commander deck that has Haliya as a alternate commander, and I've added this card right away. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Things like this are actually decent late game if you just need stuff to do with your mana. This can really grow. So if that wheels, we'll take that. But let's go ahead and take the card draw. And here's another Scout for Survivors. Starfighter Pilot when it comes tap Surveil. This instant is good. Just surprise folks. This is okay. Surveil 2. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. Surveil 1. It is a sorcery speed. I think we'll take the Scout for Survivors for now. This Starfighter pilot is fine. Surveils when you station, so I could see that being good. And there's one coming right back. When this enters, create a lander token. Not bad. It also dodges our pinnacle storage, where the Starfighter pilot doesn't, but we do need some 2-drops. I think there's some aggro builds in this, and so you do want some early blockers, but this one's fine. 3/3 for 3 that makes a lander token. Let's go and take Starfighter pilot. So we've got a lot of 3-drops already. The instant, not really crazy about that. Let's see what else we have, just in case we splash. It's like no one's playing blue. Sure, let's... I don't know that we're going to play blue, but this having flash, giving hexproof. Good spell. Tap an untapped permanent controlled, add a mana of any color. Mana Dork, another Starfighter pilot. I don't really care for that as much. We'll try the Mana Dork for now. There's the Sentry. Can tap down something. The Wormwall Sweeper again. Not bad. Yeah, let's take this Sentry. Tapping down creatures is not something to be ignored. Maybe this Breacher is better. Oh, and we were going to get one anyway. I guess it's unfortunate I didn't stick with the other one. We'll try this. I may not play that, but... And no love for the Graveblade Heavy. Alright, we've opened a Sunstar Chaplain at the beginning of your end step. If you control 2 or more tapped creatures, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Remove a counter from a creature you control. Tap target artifact or creature. It's okay. Not crazy about it. Turn 2 target null and permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand, then return 2 target land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield tap. There's Sammy. All Fate Scroll. Mana Rock that lets you draw cards. Not real crazy about this. And we don't have any removal yet either. Yeah, I guess we'll just take the Chaplain. Alright, we need to prioritize removal. Each creature you draw the +1/+1 counter has trample. So do we want the trample over the might? I think so. Yeah, let's get the trample. Turn target creature or enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Death Touch, which is good. But I think we want this Weft Blade. It's just too synergistic with what we have. Each creature you control with toughness greater than its power assigns damage, and they can station with their toughness. Okay. Where's all the removal at? Hmm. Probably should have took the 9/9 just for station. This creature enters or dies, surveil 1. 4/4 for 4 with trample and +1/+0 is fine. But let's stick with the synergy. Yeah, could have been blue-red. Alright, emergency eject. Destroy target non-land permanent. Creates a lander token. I do love that card. I'm surprised it is pick 6. First strike. There's another Shattered Wings. So yeah, we're happy, very happy with this emergency eject. Need several more removal spells. Let's see. Robot. +2/+1 in reach. Yeah, let's go ahead and take the warp cardigan. Alright, we're gonna have to take Pinnacle. Kill Ship. I actually like this card. It is 7 mana, but still it kind of takes care of just about anything. I'll take another pilot, maybe. I think All Fate Scroll is really more of a commander card. Draw you a bunch of cards, potentially. Hey, we got the 9/9 back anyway. No love for the 9/9. Target player mills cards equal to your life total. Well, that would be cool. Create a lander token. Power and toughness equal to the number of lands you control. No removal in our colors. Guess we'll. It's a 2/3 for 2, which is good, and it makes a lander token potentially, and it has landfall +1/+0. You got me. You convinced me. All right. So in our colors, it gives other creatures +1/+1, and it can have flying and lifelink. Sure. Oh man, but there's All Fate Stalker. That's so good. But that's so good. That's a tough one. I really want that, but I feel like this spacecraft is just so, I mean, just not really a bomb, but we'll be able to get that anthem pretty easily. It's okay, 1-drop. Gain 2 life, create a lander token. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to just get this Shattered Wings. Alright, we're at 23 cards now. Oh, this card right here, this Godmaw card, I had this in my pre-release kit. It can just win you the game out of nowhere. Because it gives vigilance and haste and +1/+1, and you can just wait till you have like a land to play. And yeah. I wonder if I should play this Colossus actually with the Pinnacle kill ship. Yeah, we're definitely playing the Godmaw. There's another card draw engine. Edge Rover's good. And gain a life when we tap that. Cool. Exactly what we needed. Removal spell. It only gets smaller stuff, but still just having some early interaction until we can get to our bigger stuff, I think would be good. For a second there, I thought it was like the Banishing Light enchantment. We might play the Crusher. I don't think we're going to play 4 pilots. Hey, a removal spell, pick 12. Yes, thank you. I didn't see that go around the first time. Glad it wheeled. All right. Let's start by looking at. We've got Seam Rip, Eject, Star Cage, which that hurts us quite a bit too. Shattered Wings, and Radiant Strike. And we have Scout for Survivors as a way to potentially bring some stuff back. Oh, also we have a Kill Ship as removal. And then these can actually be played for 2. So we got to make 6 cuts, and it's definitely looking like it's got to be 6 creatures. I don't think we'll play the Bygone Colossus. It would help us quickly station our frigate here, which is good, and also station our kill ship, which is good. So it may be okay. Germinating Worm, I think we can let go. Just gonna put it over here. Let's put that back. Hey, welcome Raiders. I am playing some Edge of Eternities draft here. This is actually my second draft, but I've drafted a Selesnya counters. Thank you for stopping by. Just trying to finish up my cuts. Just finished the draft and trying to make 6 cuts, and it's looking like it's got to be 6 creatures. Went with the Selesnya +1/+1 counters strategy. Yeah, yeah. And what were you all doing? Were you playing some Magic as well? Thank you, Illumination. Trying to decide if I want this Bygone Colossus for Pinnacle Ship and Lumen class frigate. Awesome. Were you playing Arena? And if so, what format were you playing? We also have this, so we have three stations that Bygone can help us with. Yeah, we'll take out the Germinating Worm. Take out the Crasher. I think that's fine. A 3/2 for 2. We'll take out 1 pilot. Take out Edge Rover. I'm gonna keep Scout to Survivors. Oh yeah, yeah. Brawl on here. It's fun. I wish we had a Commander variant on here that you could play multiplayer, because I feel like when you build a Brawl deck, you have to really scale it to 1v1 with interaction and protection for your commander. Seems like that's what everybody wants to do. As soon as your commanders play, they want to take it out, which is understandable. That's the quickest way to win. But I do wish there was a 4-player. 60 card, were you playing standard or just casual? All right, I got to make one more cut here. I really want to try this Bygone Colossus with the 3 stations that we have. Maybe it's this dock worker drone, but then again, its counters can go somewhere. Casual, yeah. Well, that's cool. Some friends and I, we like to play standard. So we, if we have the standard deck in real life, we'll build it on here. That way we can battle each other from home and just kind of try new strategies. But I love 60 card because that format, it's so different from Commander, because I feel like in Commander, a lot of people try to politic or get their feelings hurt if you target them, but in 60 card, typically it's 1v1, so it's kind of like that Brawl I was talking about a minute ago, but 60 card, that's kind of the name of the game, is to, you have one opponent sitting across from you, and you're doing everything you can to keep them from winning and to win yourself. All right, I'm tempted just to keep it at 41, because I'm not sure if I want this dock worker drone, but I think it's okay, especially if I can put other counters on it from other places, so we'll take it out. I don't think I'm going to miss it. All right, so that's the deck. Selesnya +1/+1 counters with some 3 spacecraft, and we'll see how it goes. All right, we're finally matched up. We're going to get started. Yeah, I was really surprised the first time I played Spell Table how integrated it was. It's game 1, Selesnya counters. And of course, we would have not the right colors, but we got some 2-drops. If we hit green, we'll be able to get some a second green source. So we'll hope and pray that green comes. Gotcha. Also, you know, I learned for like Spell Table, you can, of course, we'd get another planes. I guess I could have waited and not played that, and I would have been able to get a lander token, so that's on me. But on Spell Table, you can actually build your deck list in Moxfield, and if you... Well, at least we got some lands out of it. You can build your deck on Moxfield, and you can go into like test deck, and if you use OBS, you can like mirror your screen. Okay, so I think this will not get the patrol. I can eject, or I can just play my frigate and then go ahead and seam rip this creature. Alright, no more countering their spells. Yeah, that having haste is bad. Okay, so we're in bad shape here. I guess we could go ahead and eject one of their creatures. Do these come in tapped? Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna have to hold up our removal here. Yeah, I'll have to work on that TikTok link. Thank you for pointing that out. But yeah, I am on TikTok, MJVariant. I'm not the best at posting on there. Alright, they're gonna make us discard. Probably gonna discard this Shattered Wings. I'm trying to get better at multi-channel posting. Since I spend so much time on Instagram, TikTok kind of gets... it feels like they have the indestructible trick here. Nope. Well, that's good. But TikTok gets neglected. All right. They may be holding removal. We've got a flyer now. One, two, three. I wish these entered untapped. I guess for now we're just gonna have to play our Haliya and take some more damage. Hey, thank you for sharing the TikTok link. Let's see, this is 12 to become a creature. At least this has lifelink, so I can play the Bygone. I can warp in the Bygone Colossus and station this to swing in potentially, or have a lifelinking blocker. Alright, so I could station and station. I also have another flying blocker here. So is it better? Up to 2 target creatures. I'd like to have 2 creatures out there. We're going to start by warping in our Bygone Colossus. I guess they're holding priority because they can add mana. Yeah, going back to the TikTok posting, I've heard of an app called Buffer where you can multi-channel post, and I have downloaded it, but I haven't linked any of my accounts, so I'm gonna try to get to that. Alright, so we just need 3 more. I wonder... No, I guess I can't hold priority, and that's okay. We'll just warp this in. We'll put the counters on Haliya, and then we'll station our frigate here. Alright, so we have a 3/5 with lifelink. I mean, we could... I guess it is probably better to go ahead and attack with it now, but then we wouldn't have blockers for all of these things, so maybe not. But yeah, normally I create most of my content on Instagram, and of course I can download it and then post it, but I don't know, I just get distracted. I'm also trying to do... I used to just remix reels a lot, but now I'm making custom content, and I'm also trying to post it on YouTube Shorts. So just now getting started with that. Actually, I made a Hamilton crossover reel, meme, short, whatever, yesterday that I'm really proud of. Had a lot of fun making that one. Alright, so let's see. We've got 7 mana, and I could go ahead and play the Larval Scoutlander, but I think we're just going to go ahead and get our Weft Blade Enhancer here, put some counters on our flying station here and potentially gain some life. I think we'll put one here and here. Also, if I deal damage to... deal combat damage to a player, I'll draw a card. So, let's hope they don't have removal. My favorite Magic set of all time was Khans of Tarkir, which, you know, we just had Tarkir Dragonstorm, but Khans of Tarkir was so much fun to draft. And then the standard that was after that was very fun. I played Abzan aggro, so Anafenza into Siege Rhino into Sorin was just like the dream. It's my first foray into like mid-range, and it's kind of like aggro. It was called Abzan aggro, but it was really like Abzan mid-range, really. But I just love that plane. But what about yours? What's your favorite Magic set? Alright, yeah, I think they realize that they've lost, maybe, unless they have, like, pump effect here, but kind of feels like they're giving up. Yeah, okay. Alright, cool. We did it. Yeah, another thing that's kind of going to make a comeback is with the Airbender set is allies. If you haven't been playing for a long time, allies used to be a really big clan, kind of like, or a type, a really big type, kind of like slivers. They grant extra abilities, and so a lot of the Airbender cards have the ally creature type. Alright, this is actually a decent hand. Need more lands, but I picked up this Pinnacle Star Cage, and unfortunately it hurts me. But if I get a second white source, I could sandbag a little bit, but I guess we'll just go ahead and play our tappy guy. Get to the Millennium Eternities to control the Eldrazi, yeah. I think that would take like a Planeswalker to control Eldrazi, I would think anyway. Maybe Tezzeret, maybe that's what he's trying to do. I didn't really keep up with the story that much for EOE. Ah, the impact trimmers guy, that's good. Let's see here. So I can destroy that, but give him a lander token. I think I'll wait. 2 or more tapped creatures. Just go ahead and warp this in. And I think I'm just going to put it on the pilot. Oh, it doesn't put... My bad. Oops. I thought you got to choose 2 creatures. I guess I should read my cards. I don't think I want another land right now. Yeah, I thought this gave you 2 counters, so I messed up there. That's alright. That's how we learn. We make mistakes and we learn and we don't do it again. Yeah, see, they would have died anyway. Double removal. We drew a land anyway. Yeah, I still think we save this emergency eject for something bigger. That's not going to beat us right now. So, have you built an Eldrazi deck yet? Or got one started? Oh, why did I play that land? Man. Again, read your cards before you play a little bit. I could have gotten a lander token. So, maybe I'll wait. We'll just go ahead and play it. That way, if I do get a land, I can... Well, we're not going to attack with this yet. It's got some value if we get to attack later. Discards a card. Well, I can discard this Pinnacle Storage, maybe. Yeah. Save our removal spell. Okay, so they're gonna give us some cards. Sure. Joda Archmage Eternal, yeah. Heck yeah. Oh, they killed their own creature to draw cards. That's... You know, I was thinking about this card. I didn't really like it because it gave card draw, but I guess if you want to exchange your creature for 2 cards, that's not a bad strategy. And if you need to kill just a problem, so that's not bad. I still don't think I want to eject anything. Yeah, we're gonna save our removal. So if we attack... Oh, this is if I have two tapped creatures. Okay. We'll still wait. Okay, well, we still need a land. I think maybe we go ahead and kill their flyer, which gives them card draw. Hmm. Yeah, we don't want that to attack and give them some value. Yeah, Eldrazi's fun to build, and there's lots of them out there now, at least from all the other sets and the most recent set. So I just built a Sammy Wildcat Captain commander deck, the one that has your spells have affinity for artifacts, and I put some Eldrazi in there. I kind of made it storyline relevant because there are Eldrazi and Sammys trying to escape Eldrazi, but I didn't like jam pack it with Eldrazi. But yeah, thank you, Illumination. This is my brand new card that's coming out in Spider-Man, MJ Rising Star. I don't know if you've seen the spoilers, but I say it's my card because it's got my name. They must have known. All right, we are going to die to this flyer, though. Let's see. And we're just getting stuck on lands right here. I guess we could remove counters and tap it. But they've got two cards, so they probably got removal and they're just going to kill us. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think the Spider-Man set is going to be wildly popular, and I personally I love Spider-Man, but I don't know all of the Spider-Man variants. But it is cool to see everyone excited about him. But yeah, MJ Rising Star. It's kind of why I'm wearing these glasses too. I made a reel when this came out, and I had these glasses just as a joke. And one of the folks that I play with, I forgot to tap their creature. They were like, you have to wear those glasses all the time. So it's kind of a gig while I've got this card frame. What's up, Texas? Texas is one of my buddies that I play with. If you are on Instagram or TikTok, you should go follow Texas TCG Trading. He's doing a lot of great work to help fundraise for the floods down in Texas. Alright, so we're going to have to tap down their flyer over and over again. We've got a 6/6 that's going to be coming our way as well. We're going to spread out the counters. That way when something dies, we can draw a card. Yeah, glad to have you, Texas. I stopped by yours a few minutes ago before I started, but you were too busy. Uh-oh. Well, I think we're dead, chat. We can tap down the Nova Hellkite, and we can tap down the flyer. So without lifelink, it's just game over. And then we won't get to draw any cards because I'm going to have to tap down everything. Oh well. GG's. Yeah, the Spider-Man, I'm not into collector boosters, but that price seems to be going up and up. And of course, the play boosters, they'll be similar pricing to Final Fantasy, but I think with Spider-Man, it's more widely recognized, so you're going to get more. Even though Final Fantasy had a huge following, I think you're just going to get more random people that are into Marvel or Spider-Man that want to collect the cards. So yeah, if you're thinking about buying some, just be prepared. It's going to cost more than a regular Magic the Gathering set. And like I said, those collector boosters are already going up. I try to keep myself away from collector boosters. Sure, I love beautiful art and all that, but it just feels too much like a lottery ticket to me. Yeah, your wallet cringed. Yeah. I mean, but the art's beautiful. Like, in all of the treatments that they're coming out with now, it's hard to resist. All right, opponent goes first. So we're going to remember to not play this card on 2. We might actually play this Pinnacle Storage. And then later we can get a lander token with this. We just need them to play some early turn stuff. There you go. That's a good start. I don't want to play this yet because I plan on playing this Pinnacle Starcage, and I don't want to exile my rare spacecraft here. 3-drop. Come on, man. Okay. That is an artifact. Oh, and it gives haste. Yeah, let's just go and destroy that. I like that artifact. Gives +1/+1 in haste. We'll keep the land. Yeah, Texas, anytime. Thank you for stopping by the way. This is only my second Edge of Eternities draft. I'm going to try to do a lot more. And I'm going to try to go back and edit this for YouTube, at least. Upload it there. Alright. Again, I should have not played my land. I don't want to destroy anything. One of these days, I'm going to play this card correctly. But today is not that day. Play booster going for 189. Yeah, that's the thing about the play booster. Yeah, I kind of felt the removal spell coming. So Final Fantasy play boosters were doing something similar, and there was a big promotion on TCG Player. Man, that's an instant. I've got nothing to play here. But there was a big promotion on TCG Player like a couple of weeks before Final Fantasy came out, and they were running like a big sale. I'm not sure what it was. But I got 2 Final Fantasy play boosters for 145, even though like most of the prices around were 180. So it might be something to wait for. I guess they're going to draw cards with their scrapper. I'll go ahead and station because we're not going to be blocking anything with this. But yeah, I'm not sure, but I think retail on packs is going to be somewhere around $7. So if you are wanting to buy a box, at least you'll get a discount on packs. Great. Yep, see, we had our station, so they couldn't shoot our eulogists. Okay. We'll go ahead and play Haliya. Enters or attacks. We'll put a counter on our eulogist. What does this do? I should probably look at that. Has flying after 8 counters. Okay. So I think I first picked Haliya here, which is kind of risky to do, to go into the 2-color. But I wanted to do the +1/+1 counter strategy. Oh, they sacked their spaceship instead of a land? That's interesting. Yeah, this is good late game because you can pitch off some of these extra lands to get cards. Oh no, lie down. That's alright, we got 1 card and we got a station out of it. Yeah, definitely check with your LGS first. The one I have is they don't try to capitalize on the market. They try to treat it as a fair retail price. And so check with them first. All right, let's see. We have 6 mana. And we need 5 more counters. We can actually play this. Can't quite. We could make that a creature with, but I don't want to. I think I'm going to attack with. I want to attack with my eulogist. We're going to play this card correctly this time. All right. I think we're in good shape now. And then we'll put it on our lifelinking spaceship. Also, like, are we dead here? We are dead. Wow. Yeah, looking back, I want to at least point out something I realized. I thought about it briefly. Whenever I played the enhancer, I put the counter, I think, on these 2 creatures, and I could have put it on the enhancer, and it would have been a 5 power, so it would have been enough to station the frigate. I would have lost the counter when it warped out, but I still would have had a blocker. And I thought about that right after I did it, but, you know, at the time I was also at 13 life. I wasn't expecting to get hit with 9 haste here. So good game to them, but yeah, I briefly thought about, man, I'm going to be tapping my only blocker. But again, they just had a 2/1, and I guess they really did 11 because they pumped this. Oh well. Again, this is how we learn. This is how we prepare for future games. Sucks that we lost, but all right. This is game 4, apparently 1 and 2. Well, cool. I'll check you out. Just followed you on Twitch, and I'll definitely check you out on TikTok later. Well, we don't have green, but we have a mono white hand. Opponent goes first. I don't think we've won any of the die rolls, so we do have a decent curve. That's another thing. I had removal. Oh, the Sliver Overlord with like the movie poster art. Hey, there's our frigate. Hmm. You know, I think we'll get this just in case they have removal. We'll make them wait a little longer to use it. So you opened up a whole box. What were your best pulls today? What does this card do? Sack it to gain 3 life and draw a card. Okay. Feels like removal. Go ahead and get 2 tapped creatures if they don't kill this. And then we can put a counter on our starport security. Or on our chaplain, I guess. Try to protect it. Green Sun's Anthem. Yeah, whenever the pre-release happened, I had to go out of town, so I did stop in at a LGS to play the pre-release, but I didn't buy any extra product. And my store, they were on vacation for like a week, end of summer vacation, so they have boxes available, but I'm not really sure I want to buy a box. But the LGS was like, hey, I'm going to open up this box for product. If you want to do it on stream or on video, be my guest. So I was like, heck yeah. Oh yeah, Inkmoth Nexus Classic. But yeah, my buddy, killing my tapper. My buddy got a box, and he got the blue station land for artifacts. So he was really proud of that. Each other creature or artifact you control. Put a +1/+1 on target creature. Each creature you control counter gets trample. Yeah. But yeah, I'd love to get the green. I'd love to get the green station land. I've got a mono green Goreclaw deck that it just loves to have extra green mana, especially after board wipes. And then I did see my LGS had a full art, like the full poster art robe of stars. And I think that's pretty cool too. All right, I think we're in good shape. We've got trample. The next creature we play will be this breacher. And we can station our spacecraft here. If they destroy this, I'm not real worried about it because these creatures are getting so big. It will be a little bit of a setback, but I guess maybe that's an argument to not get it to 12. They might be holding some sort of creature removal. But really, like, I think these are more problematic than the frigate. As long as we don't get hit with 18 haste. They must not have noticed the trample last turn when they blocked with a companion. Okay. So that was 2 for 1 there, and they had to tap their creature. We no longer have trample. But again, very problematic for them. Alright, Radiant Strike is an instant. We are going to hold it up. Ah, maybe we need to kill that thing. Yeah, let's just go and do that. Exile an artifact card from your graveyard, put a +1/+1, it deals damage equal to its power. Yeah, we should have probably done that sooner. That's okay, we're still in good shape. Alright, made it back to 2-2. Need to get at least a 3rd win. Alright, this is game 5. We're 2-2. No losses to give. We're going to have to mulligan this hand. All that green. Okay, that's better. We'll get rid of the Bygone Colossus. And hope they don't make us discard. Hey, we won a die roll. What is that all about? I think this timeline color is really good. I will trade with it. We'll keep our removal spell. Probably need to get lands. Okay. Pinnacle kill ship's good, but we're nowhere close to 7. Aww. So they got a lander token because it was a early, now they're stuck on lands. So the main thing to do is to blow this up and keep them locked out. Sure. So follow me for more tips. When your opponent's mana screwed, you really make them cry by blowing up their lander token. GG's. Brutal. Opponent goes first. Decent curve. We'll keep it. But yeah, thank you all for following along again. I do a lot of content on Instagram. I'm trying to get better at multi-channel. And I will be uploading this to YouTube, where I've got other draft videos from Final Fantasy. It's only my second EOE draft, but I plan to do more. What is that? For 4? Oh yeah, haste. For 4, I do like that card. 3/3 comes in at for 2 and then at 4. Oh, 1/4. That's good. We are going to go ahead and attack to get the surveil. There's our removal. We'll keep it. I should have probably attacked before I played the creature, just to see if they would take 2. What does this do? It just gets bigger. I don't need that land. Already got my 5th land for Haliya. I need more. I guess I could have kept it for Pinnacle Killship, but if we start getting counters on things, then we'll draw some cards. So they've got a lander token. Again, they're stuck on 4 lands. This Glacier Godmaw is going to be so good. Okay, so I think it's better just to save this. The last game, it's because they had 2 mana. This gets them to 5. They've got to use it next turn, so they only have 3 mana to do something with. We really can't attack. I guess we can attack with the pilot, but we can't attack with the chaplain. Again, this is an attack to surveil. Taps down something. I think at this point now we do want the lands to get to 7 for these. Okay. They don't want to give me a card, that's fine. Yeah, we'll just save our Radiant Strike for whatever. So now they're gonna have that plus 3. Lie down again. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. Well, in that case... I think we're going to get rid of that. We're trying to get to 7 now for the kill ship and the God Maul. There's their kill ship. That is an artifact, so we can Radiant Strike it. Just hope they don't get haste and kill us. A kill ship to kill a kill ship? Yeah, I think we go ahead and get rid of this. We don't give them any landfall triggers. Go back to 18. They probably station that and hit us for 7. If we hit a land, we blow up their kill ship with our kill ship. Go on land. Of course, it's not a land. Um, 9, 10, 11. We will not station, just in case we need a block. We really need to hit a land right here. I think we just lose either way. Yep. Yep. Oh well, GG's. Alright, well, I guess putting the land in the bin when we had a 7 mana card in our hand was probably not the best, but I guess it seemed alright at the time. But we ended up not getting to 7 and not being able to play blockers, so that's how it goes. Thank you so much for tuning in to this Edge of Eternities draft. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you got some tips and tricks along the way. But I always appreciate all of the folks who join in on Twitch. Make sure you follow me there. You'll see my links over to the side. You can pretty much find me anywhere, social media-wise. I'm trying to go multi-channel. Just search up MJVariant in those channels and follow me there. Most active on Instagram. So if you find me there, follow me there. Send me a DM. I love talking about decks and strategy and deck building. But yeah, thank you for tuning in this video. Make sure you check out my other draft videos. More to come. Looking forward to expanding from here and getting better at Edge of Eternities draft. So thank you very much. Make sure you follow, like, and comment. Let me know what you think.